I am the stone that the builder refused. I am the visual, the inspiration that made ladies sing the blues. I'm the spark that makes your idea bright. The same spark that lights the dark so that you can know your left from your right. I am the ballad in your box, the bullet in the gun, the inner glow that let you know to call your brother son. The story that just begun, the promise of what's to come. And I'ma remain a soldier till the war is won. Chop, 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 but you don't flip. Chop, 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 but you don't flip. Chop, chop, chop.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Retro Wars. My name is just VA, or Boundocks Elite Fires. I'm the retro leader, and today we're doing more retro reviewing. Sorry it's been a while, but that's what it is. Anyway, I'll let my cohorts introduce himself.
Hello everybody from the upside, downside, and anywhere in between, wherever you are in the world. I am your favorite Kurasi here, your avaricious wildcard shaman queen, whatever you guys want to call me.
Not even 30 seconds
today, Junior.
Not even 30 seconds already. I'm professional as fuck.
Again, we were never to begin with. Now just do your introduction.
Yeah.
All right. This is the second Commander Retro Wars and a chaotic researcher Hazard of Chaos.
And I am Lady Multiverse, the quote-unquote retro goddess of the group.
Or Savage Goddess.
So, as usual, for those who don't know what we do in these series of Retro Wars, if you haven't watched our stuff, we basically just pick a show from our wonderful list of endless amounts of supplies of shows to watch, binge it, basically take notes, and gather our thoughts, and then get ready to record. And today's episode of Retro Wars, we're taking a look at the Boondocks. So, before I let Hazard usually talk about the usual stuff when it comes to information on the show and all whatnot, few things I want to do first. One, this is a big memorial piece to two great voice actors who were in the Boondocks has passed away. Ed Asner,
technically.
I believe it's Ed Asner and John Witherspoon, you said?
Yep, and also one more to note, Charlie Murphy, because he was also one of the voice actors who died in the last few years.
Yes, so all three of those, may they rest in peace. And secondly, we, as you can tell from this, we are not alone. We have a guest for this one. You've met him before, but I'll let him introduce himself.
Yo, what's good, people? I'm Ryku, and thank you for guys for having me again.
Unfortunately. Anyway.
I mean, the ejector button's right on my seat, so it would be unfortunate if I just.
I will break your fingers if you keep going. Anyway.
Okay.
So
that's where mac and cheese tastes shit.
Let's not start. Anyway. So guys, we're back at it. Riku's back. You may remember him from the Freakazoid review.
Oh yeah.
We did in the past. So we brought him again because for those who don't know, and part of that inside joke amongst our group of friends or our mini servers, Ryku and Hazard here are basically the Huey and Riley of this series.
I love you, man. Nigga, you gay.
But I'm pretty sure y'all are smart enough to know which is which. But with all jokes aside, anything, Hazard, go ahead and tell us what the audience needs to know.
But for those who don't know, the Boondocks is basically an animated sitcom that was on Cartoon Network's Adult Swim block. And it started from a comic strip created by one Aaron McGruder, who basically essentially decided, let's bring the comic strip to an animated format. And basically it's all about the Freeman family, Huey, Riley, and Granddad Robert Freeman.
All I asked you to do is act like you got some class.
Hey,
learn some manners.
Class?
This is the
It means don't act like niggas.
See, that's what I'm talking about right there. We don't use the N-word in this house.
Granddad, you said the word nigga 46 times yesterday.
You're gonna go, and you're not gonna embarrass me in front of my new neighbors, or I'm gonna beat your ass.
Why can't we be ourselves, huh? Why can't I be me? Are you ashamed of us?
Very.
And how they're basically living in the white suburb of Woodcrest. This series is all about basically their perspectives on what's it like living in Woodcrest, and it's also, believe it or not, reflective of McGruder's own childhood from growing up in Chicago to moving to the racially diverse Columbia, Maryland. And basically, the same thing's reflected with Huey and Riley also growing up in Chicago, and they had to move because, well, apparently sometimes their parents obviously they're dead, and Granddad decided let's bring these boys. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take their inheritance and move them out to the white suburbs and live out the rest of my days being greedy. I mean, it's a little bit like biased on my part to say that, but that's essentially what it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you ask how their Huey and Riley parents died, we don't know.
It's quite unknown.
Pretty much.
It's quite unknown. We do want the answer to that, but we don't know for sure how they died.
That means we'd have to ask the creator.
If we ever get a chance to meet him, or if he's watching this video, he can answer kindly in the comments below.
Yeah. Yes. If you in the comments be like, you supposed to know this stuff. You have research. Well, sometimes the animator and the creator did not show us what we need to see at this point in time.
And no, not everything we supposed to find research is not going to be everything set in stone. There are some new information there's always some new information that will come to us or appear out that we may have missed. Sometimes we don't even add it because it will take too much time, and it might take up too much time in the video wise or spoiler wise in a way. So we just give out much as we can and let y'all take some notes for yourself.
Exactly. We just give you our opinions, how we feel about the show.
Since we got the basic gist of the Boondocks, we might as well just get talked about the basic main three protagonists of the series.
All right. So basically, we'll start off with Huey, who is essentially the, I guess you want to say, poster child of the Boondocks at this point. He's basically 10 years old at the series start, and as of season 4, he's technically in the range of 11 to 12 years old, because by this time it's been roughly almost 2 years since Huey and Riley moved out to Woodcrest. He's basically the main protagonist alongside Riley up till season 4. We'll explain that later.
You, what about you? Don't you believe in my right to tell the truth? Just read what's on the damn page.
He's basically a self-described revolutionary, but he's also been labeled a domestic terrorist by much of the public due to his negative views on pretty much anything political.
Ironic enough, given how he'd be a great politician if you think about it.
Mm-hmm. Often described as, and this is not my words, this is what literally I wrote down from what the notes I took, misanthropic and cynical due to his pessimistic personality. He was also, fun fact, was named after the Black Panther co-founder Huey P. Newton, hence why he has the name Huey Percival Freeman, which is his full name. And he also has a depth of understanding and knowledge that would be far beyond his years, knowing roughly what's going to happen in the future based on actions and personalities of people involved. He doesn't consider himself religious, despite the fact that he says in the very first episode of that Jesus was black and U.S. President Reagan was the devil. Due to his
thing is, he wasn't fully wrong on one of those things.
Due to his extremely pessimistic behavior, Huey almost never smiles, straight up.
Finally, a worthy opponent.
I think you'll maybe catch a smile maybe once in a blue moon if you're lucky.
Honestly, I feel like how the day Huey smiles is when actually things probably goes according to plan, or if he just wants to let out one small sly smirk of proving he was right about something.
No, I feel like, in all honesty, and takes this as a joke, it'll probably have the same effect as Mandy from the Grim Adventures of Billy Mandy if she ever cracked a smile.
You fools! You've messed with the natural order!
If anything, Huey's just interesting. But I guess with that, we could gather around our thoughts on Huey.
Well, just one last thing to put down. He's also considered highly skilled in martial arts and rarely engages in fights with Riley, though when he does, the fights are extremely intense.
Well, I mean, brothers. You know how brothers are. They always fight, so of course it would be normally intense.
Oh, yeah, but with Huey and Riley, they take it to an extreme.
But I digress. We'll go around.
Sorry.
Ryku, you want...
Well, what I've seen both I see Huey, how he acts, I'd say I can't blame him how he acts. Let's be fair about this too. Huey is a very smart child. He's a very talented person.
Well, you should definitely see The Passion. It's a very important movie.
Couldn't see it. White Jesus.
Excuse me?
Come on, man. It's supposed to be all historically accurate, and they still have a white man playing Jesus? That's some old bullshit.
He speaks the truth. Doesn't matter who feelings he hurts, he speaks the facts.
Statistically speaking, it was bound to fail anyway. I guess the most important thing is that we keep quiet about our emergency supplies, and we don't let anyone else in the house, no matter what.
Fine, agreed.
What about Mommy and Daddy? There's nothing we could do for them. They're goners.
He will tell you straight up that you be an idiot for what you did, or that's not a good idea. If you don't listen to that warning, what Huey has to say, or don't listen to him at all, he will say this to your face: you are an idiot.
We all know the nigga can sing, but what happened to standards? What happened to bare minimums? Introduce him to some older women. Hide his camcorder. But don't pretend like the man is a hero. And stop the damn dancing. Act like you got some goddamn sense, people. Damn. Don't playing around here.
He will say that to your face without any remorse.
He's also not afraid to be brutally honest, no matter who it is. In general, like take one episode where Jasmine had the lemonade stand. He had no chill.
Yes, like.
Well, Riku, with Riku's side, anyone else want to get their opinions on Huey?
They kind of stole what I was gonna say.
Well, do you have anything else you want to personally add?
I mean, not really. They took everything.
Well, from your personal fact, like if you can give some thoughts onto him.
He's a smart ass. People should actually listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the fucking when the chicken virus went out, everybody started using the fucking electricity up a few seconds that they had it.
When it comes to most of the cast or characters, will most likely will or will not introduce into the series because it'll be too many to list or mention. I'm sure Heather can understand that. But
yep.
When it comes to a lot of the characters, Huey seems to have the most common sense out of all of them because he knows right from wrong easily.
Can it be that much to say that he is practically a genius?
Yes, in a way, but then again, Huey's not fully genius. I'm not saying he's not genius intellectual. There has been some times where his own intellect has backfired on him.
In retrospect, it really was my fault.
This is all your fault, Granddad.
You know, like that one episode, he got that one girl in his house when what's face was possessed.
When Tom was possessed? Oh god.
Yeah. She said to him, "I will be with you if you're honest."
Yeah, that was Luna, right? If I remember correctly.
Yes, it was Luna. I think her name was Luna.
Yeah.
She said she will be with you if you're honest, but he lied to her face. And not helping. That's what I'm going.
And when I was referring to one of Granddad's exes and how she turned out, because he was being petty about the whole thing with Mo, I'll talk about this ex.
Robert? Oh, I can't believe it's you! It's Maybelline! I ain't seen you in 40 years! Oh my goodness!
Oh god, don't remind me. He dodged a bullet. I would say this. I'm not gonna be mad. I know if that's what she looks now, I'm not gonna be mad not dating that fucking woman.
Look, we're gonna talk about. Let's talk about that one bad date where that woman almost took one of Granddad's kidneys when he was in a bathtub of ice.
Oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That bitch is paid. If I had to choose who's crazy, the crazy cop for Wolffish or that bitch who tried to take his kidney, I would say the kidney is more crazier. I'd rather take the ass kicking than lose a kidney.
To be fair,
you choose, Hazard. You rather get your ass kicked?
I'd rather deal with Luna, even at the risk of the whole threat with her apparently butt fucking Granddad with a broomstick.
Exactly.
Like, if you just got on her good side, you don't have to worry about it. And if you just get her away from her friend long enough, I think you can come to good terms. That's all I got. Sorry.
Yeah. It's just a friend.
We're getting a little off topic at this point.
But Robert Freeman, aka Granddad, he's got his own stuff, but as he says, you do what you can.